So it is the third day that we're here in the Bahamas. I hope you guys can hear me. It's a little windy out here.
I'm ready for a bigger boat though.
Right now, that particular tornado warning is tracking east 50 miles per hour. You see it. Look at that. It's large, violent on the ground. You see those explosions.
We knew this was coming. I mean, this is just gonna feel crazier too because we're not in a house, we're in a car, so it's not gonna feel like, it's gonna feel scarier.
While we're getting used to camper life and adjusting to really tight quarters, we are learning to sail through ASA, which is the American Sailing Association. And we're learning this on a Catalina 22 that's a part of our sailing club. And shortly after this, we are seriously looking at purchasing our sailboat.
Up to this point, we've been traveling in the camper primarily in Tennessee, South Carolina, and North Carolina. We've been looking for a boatyard or community we could bring the boat back to when we find the right boat. And as we enjoy being off-grid more than being in a campground, we usually are finding places like farms, lakes, national and state parks, and other areas that are generally off the beaten path. Between enjoying life and a little bit of work, we also are finishing up most of our projects. After installing new insulation, I got to work on the electrical systems on the camper. This included upgrading the house bank, as well as a new, larger inverter, and then new solar panels on the roof. And in between all of the above, we're still finding time to go sailing. We just finished our solar project, and today we're actually at Hamilton Creek Marina, on Percy Priest Lake here in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're planning to do some sailing.
I'm feeling like a hummingbird in springs in bloom, springs in bloom, brand new.
Start. Run it for just a second just to get the RPMs to kind of even out so it's steady, especially as we're coming in and going out. But that video of the lady that you showed me, what, a couple months ago? Thinking of the tiller as like your rifle and you point it where you want to go.
Whenever you're in reverse.
Yes, in reverse. For some reason that like remapped my brain so that all the neurons were like connecting up. So now I'm like,
yeah, point that right.
You go over there. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Colors like I haven't seen, because I'm with you. I'm with you. Right now, I'm feeling something. Right now, it's never felt quite like this. The rush, the rise, the climb. Oh, right now I feel alive, 'cause every moment here is a gift. It's never felt quite like this. It's never felt quite like this.
We were expecting to have pretty nice weather. Rain was not in the forecast at all, maybe partly cloudy. And I wore like white pants and just like a hoodie, and so did Randall. It's just gonna be like a little bit chill. Did not bring the rain jackets. And we are looking across the dam here. I'll pan over so you can see. And it's just like coming down. So we're gonna either try to stay away from it somehow, or we're gonna head back to the marina. Hope.
I just felt a little bit of raindrops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been on the back from the bow of the boat.
A little bit.
So that wasn't terrible. We lived, we survived. It was like a little sprinkle, it got a little gusty. So we did go ahead and reef. So like when in doubt, always reef. So this is what we've got here. She's a small boat, so we didn't have to do too much. Just two like little ribbons. Still pretty big, nice little dark clouds that are we may end up.
The prettiest reef we've ever had?
No, definitely not. Not the prettiest at all. I don't know, babe. How do you think we did on that?
We did okay.
That was
I think that's the first time that we've practiced reefing since
yeah.
sometime last year.
Yeah.
As I turn away from the wind, so not bad.
Not bad.
I don't think.
Terrible.
Looks like we got a little bit of sun coming back this way.
Yeah, that's where it was kind of funky looking.
I think we got a good enough amount to get out and practice what we reefing. We also wanted to do some knot work.
Mm-hmm.
And did we have another goal?
I think that was it. We were gonna think about me docking.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I think we decided not to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We just moved our camper over to Lebanon, Tennessee, which is heading a little bit more east. And we're really excited actually because we're able to leave the camper with full hookups. Actually, this is the first time we've ever been anywhere, I think, with full hookups. So Heather and I had went to sleep that night for the first time in a campground. We were aware of a nasty line of thunderstorms coming out of the southwest. So we set a few alarms to wake ourselves up just before the storms got into Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, good Friday morning. We've been talking about the threat for severe weather.
Because folks from Nashville, Columbia, Shelbyville, Cookeville, not much going on. The action with this system over the last couple of hours has been through here.
It is racing to the east and northeast at this time at 60 miles per hour.
So we knew this was coming, and we went ahead and we did some prepping. So we went ahead and got like our clothes ready, our wallet, flashlights, bra, things that are important just in case we have to evacuate. We are currently, in our 19-foot camper in Lebanon, and we're kind of surrounded by trees. So we're actually trying to find a place that we can kind of park the vehicle, that we're going to be protected from the strong winds, and then
So the station is now under this new tornado warning. And again, you can hear the wind out there and picking up big time for us.
So
Absolutely.
Right now, that particular tornado warning is tracking east 50 miles per hour. So please get to your safe spot. I want to important, if you are east of I-65, you need to have a plan because these storms are moving so fast.
I mean, we were able to get out pretty quickly within, just a few minutes, which was good. So definitely want to prep. But the lights, like at the intersections and stuff, are just swinging. Ooh. So our original plan was to go to a car wash that was just like maybe a quarter of a mile away from us, so we could just be protected on both sides and above us. But once we got there, there was like, I guess they had just re-concreted, so there was buckets and stuff that were in the way, like you couldn't get through. So kind of bummed about that. So we spent some time just driving down and seeing where we can take shelter at. So it says tornado warning into this area until 4:15. Take shelter now and then check the So the alarm, I think it said until, look, it was at 3:30 we got our first tornado warning. And it's been 8 minutes and like already the wind is picked up greatly. Alright, so the rain has started. Okay, this is what I was afraid of.
As the tornado, that large confirmed tornado on the ground, moved across Davidson County. Again, this was, just about a half hour to 45 minutes, maybe an hour ago. I'm a little blurred with time at this point, but you see it. Look at that. It's large, violent on the ground. You see those explosions. That was the explosion.
Which we can book it under there if you wanted to.
No.
Okay.
I'm concerned about that. How long? It's like across the whole creek in the country.
Goodness. Goodness gracious.
Ohio to Texas.
There's just something about, just with Tennessee, like I feel like with every big thunderstorm, there always comes hail. This is just gonna feel crazier too because we're not in a house, we're in a car, so it's not gonna feel like, it's gonna feel scarier, I feel like. The wind just moving fast. So how many mile per hour winds did it say?
Straight line was 80.
Okay. Wow.
That's without the tornado.
Okay.
Some storm cells. Also looks like there are several circulations.
Do you think that we're good to go back?
We're probably okay. I think the tornado warning is over at 4:15, which is 4:16. But
comments on Facebook because obviously we have so many people without power.
I think we're all right, but it did come in fast.
What you are seeing being streamed on the Facebook.
Let's go back and make sure that our little home is still right side up.
Yeah. We had that small little tree that's where it kind of like backed up here.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that didn't like fall off.
Yeah, sure.
Fall off. I mean, fall down.
Well, that's the thing about the geography of this little area too, is that it's pretty flat. We're in like a little basin, but the higher parts are far on the side. So if a tornado got in here, I'd say it would be pretty bad. They've had some pretty good touchdowns over the last years.
All right, so we're pulling up now to our campground. Some campgrounds, I was reading that they actually have storm shelters.
Somebody's piece of their camper or piece of the electrical box. Oof. Top of an AC
Oh no.
cover. Make sure it's not ours.
So here we are.
I think we're all right.
Okay. Alright, home sweet home. We're gonna check it out. Alright, so we're home now in the camper and everything looks pretty good. So there's quite a bit of debris and everything, but our camper looks like did just fine and trekked through. So now it's time to get some shut-eye. We kind of let all family know and pretty much everybody that is in our area that's friends and family, everybody's been safe, so that's good news. We did unhook the camper before we left, and so we just put it on battery, right? And it did pretty good. So just in that little bit of time.
Check the radar.
Yeah. So He's on watch. Just make me some coffee then. Okay. All right. We did it. Thank you for taking care of us and keeping watch. I would have killed us because I like sleep more. I do. All right. Good night.
While Heather and I made it through the storms of December 11th, 2021, many others lost property and loved ones in the deadliest tornado outbreak in a decade. Tornadoes touched down in multiple states. We were hunkered down in Lebanon, Tennessee. Mayfield, Kentucky took the brunt of the damage with an EF4 touching down, destroying homes, businesses, and killing 74 people in Kentucky alone that night.
When the sun started coming up this morning, it was like matchsticks. Our whole town looks just like matchsticks lying around.
You know, the scope and scale of this destruction is almost beyond belief. When you look around here, it's just almost beyond belief. These tornadoes devoured everything in their path.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You ready to go to the Bahamas?
I'm ready. Be about 14 hours.
14 hours? Okay. You ready to go see your boat?
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
I know. You said you had a bad dream last night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There was problems with the fiberglass. Where is economy parking? This airport has changed so much over the last 2 years. It's becoming a big boy airport.
I saw stars like a blanket. I saw people just like me. There was a light moving forward. I got the word and I got you. There was a song they were singing. There was a window to the moon. I saw laughter like a promise. I got the word and I got you. I got the world and I got you. I got a dream over my shoulder. I got love tied around my waist. I got a big imagination. I got the world and I got you. I got the world and I got you. Got a big imagination. I got the world and I got you. I got the world and I got you.
So it is the third day that we're here in the Bahamas. I hope you guys can hear me. It's a little windy out here, but it is a beautiful day. It's been raining the last couple of days, but this morning was perfect. But wanted to give you guys an update. And we got a chance to go through the boat a little bit more thoroughly yesterday. And yeah, so got to hold on to see some pictures and video of that. But overall, it's an awesome boat. That's my first impressions. In so many ways. So many additions and upgrades on the boat, and really just thoughtful. And quite frankly, some of the upgrades you typically would see on a larger boat or even more expensive boat. But yeah, the owners are awesome. The boat is a really cool boat. Visually needs some lipstick here and there, but it's a good looking boat. We're not really, more specifically me and Heather as well, people that make decisions super fast on something like this, so we're not gonna just rush into something. Putting together a list of what's good, what's not so good, what are some of the things that I need to investigate a little bit more. But I'm starting to get a pretty good idea, and we should know, within the next couple of days, if not a week, if this is going to be the boat that we're going to purchase. So you guys will have to stay tuned to see how this all shakes out, and hopefully you get to come along with us. All right. The boat we were looking at was an Endeavour 40 built in Florida. The boat had been modified quite a bit, added 3 extra feet onto the transom for a swim platform, which was pretty cool. The previous owner also installed a 100-horse Yanmar, which is pretty incredible for this size boat. The steering system was completely hydraulic, which was really cool too. Made it really easy to move the boat around. The boat was sloop rigged, but had an external main furling system. And as you can see, it needed a little bit of bright work here and there, but also was going to need some work on the rigging as well as some of the sails. Because it was a center cockpit, it had a very large aft cabin with a center berth. The boat was pretty beamy and had a lot of beautiful teak on the interior. Overall, good living space. Because of COVID, the boat set up at Treasure Key while the owners were down in Nassau for the past 2 years. So it had been sitting for quite some time and needed a little bit of work here and there. So Heather flew back to the States, and I stayed on the boat for a couple of days along with the previous owner. We hauled out the boat nearby in Green Turtle Key, take a look at the hull, and overall it was in really good shape.
As much as we wanted this boat to be the boat, it had some issues that could not be resolved. This is a huge bummer, and it really set back our calendar and our time frame of when we wanted to get out. But we were quick on the draw, and so with COVID at the time, the restrictions were becoming a little bit more relaxed, but also that meant that the boating market was heating up.
So we knew we had to be prepared to jump on a plane anytime a boat that matched what we were looking for came on the market. And at this time, there was about 12 boat models that we were really interested in.
And a few of those boat prices, as soon as they dropped, Randall quickly headed on a plane to Southwest Florida.
Panama City to look at a Tartan 3800 Pensacola, to look at a 42-foot Sabre.
What are you excited about?
A little smaller. I know that's weird. Everything's a trade-off. So it's one of those boats that I think we could feel comfortable sailing much more quickly. But it's less space for living, so it's always the trade-off. But it's newer.